Here are a couple of simple how-tos for parents, guardians, and students when they are on a Google Meet with their teacher. So if you are in a Google Meet like I have open here, there's a number of icons and such that you need to be familiar with. Let's start at the bottom. Down here at the bottom of the window, you'll have your turn microphone on and off button. This is the button to leave the call. This is the button to turn your camera on or off. And down here at the bottom right is the Present Now button. I'm going to come back to that in a moment. On the top right, you may or may not see the grid view, depending on if you have that extension or not. But the two most important things you need to see are the Show Everyone and the Chat with Everyone. So if you want to see who is in the meet, you're going to click on Show Everyone, and then it's going to list everybody that's in the meet. Right now, I'm the only person in the meet. So I'm going to click this X to close that. This is one of the most important features that you will need to be familiar with in Google Meet. It's the Chat with Everyone. So I'd like you to click that. When you click it, it will open, and then it will open the chat window. Again, like I said, I'm the only person in the chat. But if you look down at the bottom, there's a line down here, an empty field that says send a message to everyone. So if your teacher sends a message like good morning, then you as the student can message back in the chat, and it would have your child's name here. You want to make sure that you remember that the chat is viewable by everybody in the meet. So chat comments need to be appropriate, and students should not be typing in the chat unless their child's teacher asks them to type in the chat. One other feature in the chat is teachers might put a web link there. That didn't do what I wanted it to do. Let me go back and let me pick something here that I want to copy to show you. Your teacher might paste a link. Here we go. Your child's teacher might paste a link. You will know it's a link. You will know that it's a link because it's underlined and highlighted. All the text is in blue. This is a clickable link. You will notice that when I move my mouse over that text, that it turns into a hand. Anytime the arrow turns into a hand, you know that you can click on that, and that link is going to do something or take you somewhere. So if I click on the link, it's going to take me to that website, and now that is in a new tab. So I can click, if you notice at the top, there's two, these are called tabs. You can have a number of tabs open at the same time if your child's teacher is asking you to do that. I can click the little X and make the tabs go away. This is one activity, or I don't know if activity is the word, but it's one skill that your child needs to learn and master. So I'm going to close the chat. Remember, this is the chat. Anytime you hover over something with your arrow, if you leave it there, it's going to tell you what that particular icon represents or what it will do. So let's talk about let's talk about tabs. A tab is when you're going to basically open a new window on your computer to perform some kind of a task or visit some type of a website. And your child is going to be asked to do this a lot, especially when you're in a Google Meet and your child's teacher does not want you to leave the Meet, but they want you to go to a second website to do something, such as take the STAR reading assessment. So if your child's teacher is asking you to open a new tab, you're going to look at the very top of the window here, not up here. And I'm on a Mac right now. This is not a Lenovo, which is what your child's using, but it's basically the same thing. You will see this little tab here, and this tells us what we're in. We're in Meet. If I click the plus, remember what I said, if you hover over it, it'll tell you what it does. That's a new tab. You just click it. And now you're in a new tab. And now I can go to my bookmarks, and it will take me to that particular website. Right now, this is the old bookmark for Renaissance Place. And if your child's laptop has the old bookmark, you can just click this button that says continue to the new platform now. And it will take you directly there. So now I can go back and forth in between my child's Google Meet and the Renaissance login. Google Meet's on the left, Renaissance login is on the right. And I would practice this with your child, clicking the X. Have them click the plus again. This is your new tab. Click the X, the new tab goes away. Have them do it a couple of times. Click the plus, now you have a new tab. Have them click on the first tab. Make sure that they are able to click back and forth in between the two tabs. I hope this has been helpful. In my next couple of video segments that I'm going to create, I will talk about making a new window, and I will talk about presenting your screen. I hope this was helpful. If you have any questions, you can email me. My name is Mrs. Raymer. My email is I'll put it in the chat. My email is jrehmer@c-vusd.org. And right here, this is my email address. Feel free to email me anytime with your questions.